You know what time it is, old baby? When you hear them horns are ringing, your boy Rastaman is back. We're live. We're live in the flesh. This reality. What is reality? What is the world that we live in? Is it all created in our mind? I don't know. I've been going down a rabbit hole recently, but anyways, here we are. It's time to do some looting. It's time to do some shooting. It's to do some exploration, having some fun. So, without further ado, we're gonna hop in the game. I'm gonna be doing a few different types of things today. Maybe looting some supervisor cards. Maybe running that mission if Bally gets on. I'll run that mission again so we could go get some more cryogenic pods and possible loot from that room that we looted the other day but got locked out of because we accidentally both left. But yeah, we're gonna start off by heading to a supervisor station. We might go to an OLP. Trying to think of what else we're doing. Okay. I shouldn't leave them there because you're gonna be smoking so many. I know it's 9:30 a.m. Yeah, your next one won't be until 12. Inhale, exhale, post and bail. Where's your phone in your room? Hey, cutie. Hey, beautiful girl. I love you. I love you. You're such a pretty girl. You want some treats? You want some treats? I'll take out the treats if you want to come hang out with me. Well, that got her attention. Come here, baby girl. Get over here. Where am I? Am I in Nyx? Oh yeah, I'm in Nyx still. What was he bringing up?
Bring out one of my favorite artists of all time, Tasha Baxter, for a new one we made.
Tasha Baxter?
Forgives your every sin. It's time for love. So let romance begin.
This entrance is closed.
I'm gonna buy it.
Lay your body next to mine. Start of something cosmically divine. So let's get lost. Who knows what we might find? It's time for love. So simple yet divine.
Backpack.
You understand the rhythm of my heart. So now let's kiss. As if it were the last, it's time for love. Oh, it's time for love.
Shows how it can't go on like
It's
this.
time.
Something needs to be done.
The night is old.
Capsule now approaching station.
And the time
Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Don't need no money to blow. Deadly aim, self-contained, superstar, they yell the name. Blood diamonds, finna go to hell for my chain. The P fit on my head, though. I'm too high, you can't reach me with the stealth. I don't know goodbyes, no hellos. You don't want this life I live. You rather have a wife and kid. Shooting dice with Jesus Christ for 20 on the midnight. To everyone who sell me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm hoping not to join the 27 club. Just want to coke in a house with a double rug. Fuck the world, it's no one
Did he
else
join that
does.
27 club? How old was he when he died?
The fireball of the Big Bang itself. It was here they picked up the first hint of an echo from the Big Bang.
26. Wow. He almost made it to the 27 club.
Launch complete.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel complete.
Where the fuck is this thing at? Where's that? Bro, where the fuck is this jump point at? I cannot find this jump point. Where the fuck is the jump point at? What's going on?
Weapons off. Weapons on.
Where the fuck is this jump point at? Bruh. This is ridiculous. I can't find the fucking jump point. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay.
You keep on telling me you're You keep on telling me you're You keep on telling me you're
So stupid to buy.
You keep on telling me you're lying. You keep
One is
on
paying
telling me
attention.
you're You keep on telling me you're I've been talking in the sleep I've been playing hide and seek. I felt the heat, but never enough. Never enough. I've been talking in the sleep, I've been playing hide and seek. I felt the heat, but never enough.
I'm like flashback. But I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. To the game when I hit it's all mad that I'm like flashback. I'm like flashback. Man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. To the game when I hit it's all mad that I'm like flashback. I'm like
Plus I'm well connected with this coke that I imported. Just important as your president. Swagger so impressive. And I don't need a necklace, but these bitches get impressed when you pull up in that 7. Them 6s, them Benz's, I get the fresh years. Rap Simmons, Rick Owens, usually what I'm dressed in. Rolling blunt, rolling doobies up, smoking section. Groupies rush, only boobies up in my direction. Good with all the front and you ain't run my clip for nothing. Cause our presence is a present, just to kick it is a blessing.
One shot, gonna lick a boy. One cut, one shot, gonna lick a boy. One cut, one shot, gonna lick a boy. One cut, one shot, gonna lick a boy.
Yo, bitch, she said I'm hot, man, I told her I agree. She gon' really think I'm hot if I told her my degrees. Pull up in that hard top, showing off my keys. Grab the school of hard knock, I can show you my degrees. Couple A, B, C's, bad bitch, double D's, poppin' E. I don't give a F. Told you I'm a joker, 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 I'm a G.
One shot, gonna lick a boy. Gonna lick a one shot. gunshot, gonna lick a boy. Gunshot, gonna lick a boy.
Hey. Hey, baby girl. Martin music.
Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear down. Attack on shields. Landing complete. Launch complete. Engines off. Launch complete.
Oh shit.
I'm all by myself, got no competition. Keep it real in a world that's filled with politicians. You wanna talk about your problems? Don't you wish your life you live was motherfucking awesome? Don't you wish you had all of the pussy, too much money you could spend? You could get away and never see a shitty life again. So this some music that make white people mad. Yeah, this the shit that blow your speakers out. This the shit you dream about. You can have the world is up for grabs. Yeah, free with everything, 'cause everything is in the past. We never done with this shit. Really go with that shit. I ain't stressing, I ain't worried about nothing. Don't trip. It's amazing all the shit that I be cooking up. Shit is real, tell them chill, keep on rubbing my shit. All my life I've been a fuck up, never did anything right. That's why every day I'm fucked up, I'm on pray to Jesus Christ. Asking somebody to save me, but I'm way too motherfucking Christ. Yeah, all the kids is doing drugs. They just wanna break the law and find someone to fuck. Yeah, nobody doing as they told. Everyone out of control. I'm self-made, dream came true. I'm a miracle. Every time I put my dick inside a bitch smear. Got the whip, let's say wealthy on my steering wheel. Claim new model bitch made me waffles and some cereal. That's what I call it good morning. You're my work an extra job just to get you Jordans. Just so you can show up at your school looking fresh. Saying I don't know about you, but me, I'm important. I'm so gorgeous. Got money in your pocket, you the shit. You the shit. You got everything you want and bitches on your dick. Yeah, a couple grand got you feeling like a man. Everybody walking tall till they trip. They just cut the check, you had to go and cop the whip. Talk to your ex, scream and tell her she ain't shit. There's something about the money, make a motherfucker crazy. When I die, bury me in my Mercedes. So this is the music that make white people mad.
Launch shields.
That was all the time I had for y'all. Thank y'all so much. See y'all next year.
Travel. Alert.
Alert. When the fucking lights go wow, where do we go when the lights go wow? When the fucking lights go wow. Go wow. When the fucking lights go wow.
On.
Where do we go when the lights go wow? When the fucking lights go wow. What is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? Can you put down the landing gear, please? Holy crap.
Launch complete.
Emergency. Unidentified flying objects have been sighted in multiple major cities. Alien entities have been reported.
In my space whip, going on a day trip. Hopping in my space whip, goes so fast that the motherfucking paint chips. Hey boy, I'm hopping in my space whip, goes on the buttons and I'm going on a day trip. Better lesson. The motherfucking paint chips. Hey boy, I'm hopping in my space whip. Space whip, space whip. Faster the motherfucking paint chips. Space whip. I'm hopping in my space whip. D6 out.
Hey.
Med Station 4. Head nurse to Med Station 4. Emergency. Nurse Ratcliffe to emergency. Right now.
Why should healthcare be a hassle?
I love my teardrop, they all crystallize. What, FS9? I'll just keep this gun. Without thirst. Oh, these are supervisor card. Oh no. Do I have a supervisor card? Where's my supervisor card? Where's my supervisor card? I have one somewhere. Where's my supervisor card? Is it not here? Oh, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. It's in fucking Pyro. It's in Pyro. At Obituary. Yo, what up, Bally? I don't know, man. I'm just out here. I'm just out here, bro. I was planning on going to an OLP. I'm gonna head to an OLP right now to see if I can get into the storage room. Maybe loot some components. I'm open-ended today, man. No real plans. And I realized my supervisor card is in Pyro. Yo, I'm down to run that thing we ran yesterday again and try to get those Vandal cryogenic. Like, this time we know not to leave the fucking area or we'll get locked out. So one of us does like the offloading through the elevator. But I'm down for anything, man. What are you up to? You trying to do some mining? Looting? Shooting?
Crusader Industries. A journey worth taking. Systems on. Launch complete.
Not sure when I'll be on today. Sundays are hit and miss. Michelle.
Landing gear.
For shizzle. Why is it being like this? It'll let me go to there, but it won't let me go to Daymar. I don't get it.
Shields off.
Where you going? You want me to open the window for you? I'll open up the window for you.
Shields off.
I want something new.
Engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Contact.
Is that a prospector?
Contact.
What is up with all these? What's up with all these enemies?
Shields on. Docking initiated. Docking denied. Engines off. Engines on. Engines off.
They're gonna dive bomb my ship. Hopefully they're bugged. What I did today. Oh shit. Where do I get this storage card from? I think it's on an NPC, right?
Oh, damn!
Oh shit. Yo, Yeah, but he hasn't spawned for me since the patch. The boss? Are you talking about the boss that has the security card?
I'll cover you. Guess we're fighting.
I've got that aim. How do I know where's the, like, which one's the boss?
Taking casualties. Cutters, look lively. I've got you covered.
Oh, I need a supervisor card for this.
We're getting hit. Shit, we're under attack. Holy shit! I'll cover you. Killed them. One down. Oh, God damn it! Oh, I'm wounded.
Oh, what's that?
Bring it.
What's this?
They got your cousin.
Security protocol regarding. This is a storage room with access to my advisor key card. Anyone needing these supplies must come. Where the fuck is the supervisor at?
I'll cover you.
want to get in there.
Yeah, I got ya.
What's that? What's that? Oh, it's activation key card? Fuck.
Yeah, you owe me though. Ah, damn it!
This is OLP. What up, Savant? This is OLP. Couple years a group will be
I got you. Go, go. You got trouble.
I can't find the supervisor. No, do not pick up that gun. Son of a bitch. Oh shit! NBDs! Oh, it's NBD! Look at that! We got NBD, baby! I don't know where my ship is though. Where's my ship? I feel like it's over on this side. Where's my ship? Ramp access. I think that's it right there. Oh shit. Bad guy right there. What does a supervisor look like? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Usually a guy in Overlord armor with the Pembroke backpacks. Okay. Fuck! These fucking guys are all over the place. I just want to loot this NBD and get out of here. Oh shit! Ah, he's right there! There's another one right there. Usually a guy in over or front fortifier. Okay. How do you know how to get him to spawn? They're supposed to be on a timer, but I've never seen it working. When we did Hearthfire, we usually had the keys already farmed. Okay. See, I'm not trying to do the laser. I just want to get into the storage rooms. That's all I'm trying to do. I want to get into the storage rooms and loot those. Get the components out of there. Oh shit! What is this? A veil? What is a veil? Purple. What is this? The veil. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a shield generator. It is. Stealth B. Not that good. Is that a player? Is that a player? Kind of bullshit that I can't find this security clearance card. So does the supervisor card that you can... Is the supervisor card that I could farm at those, what was it called? PAF? Is it a PAF? Or no, it's a supervisor station. Do those supervisor cards that you could print, would that work for here? Oh, this might be him. He's got a big backpack. No, it's not. He has the actual supervisor card? Okay. Oh, there we go! Is this a supervisor card? Storage. Hell yeah. Find the storage key card. I think I want to go... Should I go to this one? Let's go to this one. Hit the corpse tab. Why do I keep on hearing people moving around? Ah! Ah!
Keycard accepted.
What do we got in here? What is this? Dynaflux? What is a Dynaflux? I think that's a power plant. It's gotta be a quantum drive. Shield? No. What is this? There it is, Dynaflux, Military B. It's the power plant. We're gonna take that. What we got in here? that the only thing I'm gonna get out of this? That sucks. Ah! Ah! Whoa!
Go, go! I'll do you back! You got trouble?
Okay, let's do this.
Ah!
One of ours just got cut down.
I got you. Go, go.
Oh, jeez, we're getting poached.
I'm running out of ammo.
Oh, I'm hit. Oh, it's going down.
Ah, God damn it. Yeah, I got ya.
Cutters, look lively. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do this.
Shit, we're under attack. Officers, look lively!
What the fuck? Where's that key card thing? What is this? What? Come on, man. Let me look at it. Storing a vital component at a completely different location. Where was that fucking machine where I printed that card? It's over here somewhere, I think. It's right here. 34 minutes! Is there another machine? This is the only machine in here. I should have opened up the other storage room. I don't know. Whatever. I'm getting out of here. Oh, these guys are all over the place. Oh my gosh. Alright, semi-successful. We found an MBD. We found a military B component. Power plant. Not bad. Wasn't a failure. Wish I could get into that supervisor room, though. It looks like there's a bunch of good shit in there. Well, he has actual supervisor card. But yo, I was asking about the supervisor. So, you know the supervisor card that you can farm from the supervisor stations? Do those cards work with this supervisor door?
Engines on. Shields off. Landing gear up.
Which one am I at? Where am I? What the fuck, man? What is this place? Oh my gosh, I fucking hate this map. I fucking hate this map. Map is so annoying. Lamar, Lamaine, whatever it's called.
Docking contact received.
Docking contact received? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Shields on. Landing gear down.
What the hell is going on? What's going on?
Systems off.
What the fuck is going on with my ship?
Crusader Industries. A journey worth taking. Systems on.
It's so weird. Is it still too far away? It's over there. What just happened? What the fuck? Gosh. I must have hit some hotkeys or something. What the fuck is going on, man? Is this person trying to go in my fucking hangar?
Landing gear down.
Oh. I thought he was going in my hangar.
Engines off. Launch complete.
Mission success, I feel like. We got NVD. I don't know if that's like an actual looted one. But I'll take it. We'll take it. I like my music real loud, real loud. Can you turn that shit up on me right now, right now? Can you drink, please? Why can't I drink? Well, with the dupes you get those get wiped. I think the ones that you fucking loot from stations and stuff, they persist after wipes. I've ever gotten from stole from ships abandoned around Pyro deck hangers. I like my music really loud. Why can't I drink? Can you drink, please? He's not drinking. Why can't you drink, bro? I have my helmet off. How come I can't drink? So lame. What the fuck? Oh.
South Hall. Cleanup team down in the South Hall. Bring the red bags.
Okay.
Advanced digital medical assistance available at every Kelto Artist. Recently ranked 5th in patient wait times. Choose convenience. Choose Kelto Rx.
RN Ashcroft, contact the front desk.
We go back to that spot. Hopefully, we can get the other storage key and see what's inside the other storage room. I'm gonna ask. Yes, supervisor keycard print at the supervisor stations. Okay. All right, that's cool. Okay, KK. Shit. Is there supervisor stations in Stanton? Oh shit. That's all the way in Pyro. Damn. Okay. So if you start farming the supervisor cards, those will be helpful both for contested zones and the OLPs. Long on the stream for 2 hours almost. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing. I'm going to go back to this OLP and try to get into the other storage room. And then I think I might call it there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not really motivated to play much.
Engines on. Launch complete. Landing gear up. Shields off.
Oh.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I wonder how long we're gonna have to wait for this storage key card to print.
Shields on.
probably been like 15 minutes left.
Landing gear down. Engines off. Engines on. Engines off.
In the coop. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh shit, there's a freight here? Chicken soup, chicken soup, chicken soup, chicken soup!
You got it! Yeah, I got ya. Oh, I'm wounded! Fuck.
Fuck, bro, I hate how fucking they rubber band and ah! I think that's him right there.
I'm hit!
Keep going,
Here
bro.
we go. Oh, damn it! We're hit!
Where the fuck that guy going?
Shit! We're under attack! Oh, jeez! We're getting poached! What about us? Look got dusted!
Is that the supervisor?
What's going down? Lost one! We got trouble! Bring it!
Laying down covering fire.
Gosh, this desync is crazy.
Taking casualties! What's going down? I'll cover you! You got trouble?
9 minutes?
Go, go! I got you! I was about to pop off. Oh shit! I'm hit!
Guess we're fighting.
I'm shot! Go, go! I got your back! I'll cover you!
Wow, 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 wow. You know, wow, 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 wow. This guy looks like a supervisor. He's got the cape and everything.
Laying down covering fire. Someone got knocked! Holy shit! They just killed him! We're getting hit!
I'll keep them occupied.
5 minutes. Five more minutes. This is the one I need to open up.
Go ahead.
I've got you covered.
A little bit more. Did you know that you can get banned from DMT?
Yep.
Really? Dude, you got to look this up. There are thousands of people out there who are using DMT recreationally, and the beings up there basically told them, you are done and you're banned from DMT, and the journey stops right
That's
there in that
crazy.
moment. And the guy can take hit after hit after hit after hit of DMT and nothing happens.
That's crazy.
You can be banned from that realm or whatever it is. I think they call it hyperspace now.
In the culture surrounding DMT, there is a widely reported anecdote phenomenon called being locked out of hyperspace. Many frequent users report reaching a point where the drug simply stops working as expected regardless of the dose. The common descriptions include the waiting room wall, getting stuck in the initial onset phase and being unable to break through, the grey room, seeing only flat, colourless or dull visuals instead of the visual vibrant geometry, the hyperslap, a terrifying or deeply uncomfortable
Seeing your
experience where
celestial
entities
kingdom,
appear
and
to tell you
Redditors keep
that
showing
you
up.
aren't welcome or shouldn't be here anymore. The sudden blackout.
Oh man,
Smoking
I've
the
never done
substance
DMT.
and simply
Have you ever done it?
falling asleep or remembering nothing, effectively
try
being
it.
denied entry.
I want to try it.
There are thousands of people.
One of the very, very random but persuasive.
Have you heard about that?
thought
People can get
experiments I
banned from the
sometimes,
DMT realm.
Use to
I've
explain
heard
why
about that
I've started
before.
to
It's
believe that
crazy.
there's probably something more. Is weirdly how much I've learned about the
One more
government
minute.
biome. And it sounds like a strange thing, and like not a connection one would expect to make. But when I sat here with these experts, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, there's 38 trillion living organisms in your gut right now," you're saying like, "What is below is above," or whatever that phrase was. I was like, okay, so those 38 million creatures, I know that you could argue that maybe they're not conscious or whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
but they have no idea. Like if they work, they have no idea that they're
What is that,
living
though?
inside another organism. Down there, if they could debate, they would be debating religion. They'd be saying, do you think we have a creator? And they'd look around and they wouldn't see him. But because they don't realize that they're inside, I guess, their God, like their creator, the thing that's feeding them every day and keeping them alive, and that kind of, you could argue, created them because I created the environment for them to reproduce. And when I thought about that, I thought about the oceans. I was like, the animals at the very bottom of the deepest ocean have no idea that there's anything above. They have no idea. And then you've got to ask yourself, am I like arrogant enough to believe, or naive enough to believe that like this is it? That I am at the top of the mountain and there's nothing. It's so egotistical to think like there could be nothing above me. And then the other thing that's been really persuasive for me in my journey of like spirituality or religion or whatever you want to call it is I did a bunch of star tours and generally getting interested in the stars and sitting there with a star expert and him saying to me at night time in Joshua Tree, look over there. And he'd like get this big binocular out, this 1 meter binocular. And he'd say, what you're seeing there is, he'd say something crazy like 28 million light years away. And I'm looking at a whole nother galaxy and it's just this speck and it's 28 million light years away. I'm scratching my head and being like, what the? That is inconceivably far away. And it's just this dot. And he goes, yeah, there's like trillions of those.
Open sesame!
And I'm thinking, oh, like the gut microbiome, there's like 38 trillion of those.
Yeah.
And they're just specks with
Force
life on
force
them
wall?
that
Pretty
we
good. Not bad.
understand at some granular level, but maybe not the deepest granular level. So maybe I'm just
Another
another guy
Dynaflux?
in the bug of some toddler in some other space. And I just don't know the answer. What do you do with that
Polar.
information? No idea.
But the new theory is that this consciousness is external to our body.
What does that mean?
Like our brains act as a receiver and a filter for consciousness, and not a creator of consciousness. So that hypothetically, maybe DMT is something that just pops that filter off and allows us to experience full consciousness. And then if the all is mind, so if everything in my dream is made up of me, and we just copy paste that up to this level, we're all maybe part of one mind, and there aren't any people. It's just a mind. So like the distance between us doesn't exist. It's just like a dream, except we're sharing a dream up here. And that's one of the, I think that's a part of that new consciousness theory. I don't subscribe to any of them, any one of them in particular.
You haven't got to believe any of this stuff. Because it's hard to, you're never going to know for sure. But even hearing it makes me feel a lot more empathetic for my fellow being.
Yeah.
Because it makes me you. It makes It makes your enemy you. It makes your friend you. It makes the person you love, hate, whatever. It makes all of them you. And none of us would, I think we treat ourselves much better sometimes than we would treat someone 1,000 miles away in a different country with a different color skin.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about this conversation. And actually, every time I bring myself back to this point about consciousness being one, it does make me more empathetic to things.
It does. And it's not because you're a moral person. Like you don't have to have morals anymore. So if I see you as me, I'm just protecting myself.
Yeah.
Like it's just a natural.
In the same way I would with my children.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the morality doesn't need to exist anymore. It's just the right thing.
Should I come back for this
Chase,
stuff?
what is the most important idea we didn't talk about that we should have talked about, specifically as it relates to the most important skills people are going to need, whether it's body language or people skills or sales skills, in the world we're heading towards, where they're positing that robots are going to take away lots of the manual labor jobs and artificial intelligence is going to take away a lot of the like cognitive work, and we might be rendered left with each other in the real world?
Yeah. Number one is making people feel heard and seen and resonating with them when they're heard and not judging them when they're seen. That's the number one. Because AI, you can mark my words, AI will never in a million years serve as a replacement for humans on the social level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where we have survival, safety, belonging. That third row of Maslow's pyramid cannot be fulfilled through electronic means, as of yet anyway. And maybe they're going to start making sex robots and all that kind of stuff when these things come out. But we cannot fulfill that desire. We cannot fulfill that need. So what's above that? Then we have esteem, our self-esteem and our self-actualization. We can never move past level 3 because we're getting a placebo of connection from Twitter and TikTok and all these apps and these pseudo-social apps, YouTube. We have these parasocial relationships on YouTube, and it cannot fulfill that level. Our brains were not wired to receive digital connection. Our brains have not developed one more wrinkle in the last 200,000 years. Exactly the same brain. So we're not going to out-science the lower part of the brain. And you can't like meditate your way out of having good relationships and being around 3D people. You need it in your life. And I genuinely think AI is never going to replace it.
I would agree. I think one of the things that's been really persuasive in this regard is I remember in psychology lessons when I was like maybe 16 years old, Mrs. Lowney. I've always missed Miss Lowney. Miss Lowney, if you're listening, please get in touch. I should say my email. But just get in touch. Through Gareth, he knows me, but I just wanted to say that because she was a great teacher for me in psychology. I really only liked 2 lessons in school, business and psychology. So Mr. Hughes and Mrs. Lowney's lessons. The others I found a bit tricky. but I thought those two teachers saw something in me.
shit. I'm on the
Miss
opposite
Lowney was
side.
talking about the rhesus monkeys experiment, where they got these like rhesus monkeys to either they gave them a fake mother but that had cloth on it, or they gave them a wire mother, so a mother made out of wires, and they looked at their psychological outcomes over time. I'm probably butchering this, so please community note me, Diary of a CO team, so that the facts are on the screen. And what they found is if you want the monkeys that grew to be most psychologically stable and happy and weren't psychopaths were the ones that had a cloth mother. And the monkeys that became erratic and clearly had deep psychological problems were the ones that just had a wire mother. So that's always reminded me that even in a world of robots or AI or whatever, there's still something irreplaceably human about physical human connection and touch.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is going to absolutely surge in a world where we do have robots and intelligence and retentive algorithms. I think there's going to be this bifurcation of society where many people flee back to the real world.
Yeah. And the two biggest things that we have as a result of all of this is loneliness and division.
Come on.
And the division is manufactured, and the loneliness is a byproduct.
Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Yeah,
Well, come on, stop, bro. I fucking
maybe
hate this
shitty to
ladder.
stop on
What the
that note.
fuck?
Give me some good news.
What the fuck?
I think one of the number one thing that people need to know is that if you wrote down the biggest insecurities that you've ever had in your entire life, every crazy thing about how you thought it was a big deal, you have to forgive yourself for that shit you did when you were 12. You have to stop doing this. You have to stop hiding yourself from other people. If you just wrote down every one of your insecurities with 100 people, and then had someone type all of them out, all 100 people,
Engines
you
on.
wouldn't be able to find your own. You'd be very confused. You'd think that someone just paraphrased you 100 times if you're digging through that hat trying to find your insecurities. And it would shock you. And it's one thing to hear it maybe on a podcast, but to see it in real life, if you see the depth of other people, we are so much the same. And all the shit that we hide because we don't want anybody else to see it, everyone else is hiding the exact same stuff. Everybody else is feeling the exact same way. The number one thing that people regret on their deathbed is, like, I should have treated it more like a game. I should have figured out what was important in the game and done what was actually important. And that's it.
That means a lot to you, doesn't it? That particular point, it's almost like you've changed since last time we spoke, in a way.
Yeah.
Like there's been a bit of an evolution.
Yeah. And I think that level of empathy is super important to life, and it helps slow things down. And no matter what you're going through, you make a poster and put this up on your wall. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a game. And I think Alan Watts had a quote that said, most of man's memory comes from taking very seriously what God made for fun.
If you love the Diary of a CEO brand and you watch this channel, please do me a huge favor. Become part of the 15% of the viewers on this channel that have hit the subscribe button. It helps us tremendously, and the bigger the channel gets, the bigger the guests.
Enrico Fermi is one of the great physicists, legendary Italian physicists, who laid many of the foundations of modern 20th century physics, so-called Fermi-Dirac statistics and all sorts of things. If you do a degree in physics, then you will spend a lot of time revising equations and theories that Fermi did. One of the great legends. The Fermi paradox is it's probably the thing he spent least time on, actually. It's almost one throwaway remark that he delivered. And the question is, where are they? By they, I mean aliens.
Where's my storage?
The great filter. Why civilizations may not survive.
The heart of the Fermi paradox is this. We know that we live in a big old galaxy, in a big old universe. And let's, for the purposes of this discussion, confine ourselves to the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy, we now know, has something like 400 billion suns. And we now know that most of those suns have planetary systems around them. So trillions of planets. The galaxy's been around for pretty much the age of the universe, 10 billion years plus. And so there's a lot of real estate, and there's been plenty of time for civilizations to develop in the galaxy. The Fermi paradox, at its heart, is the statement that notwithstanding the fact that there have been billions of years on billions of worlds for civilizations to arise, we see no evidence of any of them in the galaxy at all. So the paradox is why? It's a paradox. And I think it's a very good question. It's an extremely good question. And there can be many answers. And the great fun,
as fuck, man.
or the great, I would say the intellectual value of the Fermi paradox. So if we accept that we haven't seen any, so let's accept that. Let's accept that you know, there isn't a UFO sat in some warehouse in Roswell or something like that. Let's accept that we haven't seen any. Let's accept, well, we have to accept the picture that I've just given you about the Milky Way galaxy in its age, because that's a measurement, so we know that. The question is then, why? How do we resolve these apparent contradictions and paradoxes? So one answer to the Fermi paradox, this is the idea that we don't seem to see anyone, is that no one ever evolved. Right? So life didn't get complex. Why might we think that? Well, what did we need to produce our civilization on this planet? Well, on this planet, one thing we needed was time. We have good evidence that life was present on this planet 3.8 billion years ago, perhaps even earlier. The planet is 4.5 billion years old. So we know, as a matter of fact, as an observation on this planet, that life was present 3.8 billion years ago, but it took 3.8 billion years, give or take a few tens of thousands of years, to go from the origin of life to a civilization. Let's say from cell to civilization. 4 billion years. That's 1/3 of the age of the universe. So a possible answer to the Fermi paradox, the question of why there are no civilizations, is because the Earth is pretty much unique in the Milky Way galaxy in that it was stable enough, the climate, the conditions on Earth were stable enough for long enough
Where the fuck is the storage
for
room
life to go from cell to civilization. If you think about it, that's a big ask. What I'm saying is, on this planet, an unbroken chain of life existed for almost 4 billion years, notwithstanding the fact that we live in a violent universe. The sun must have been stable enough for long enough. We know the output of the sun has changed over those billions of years, but it's not changed so radically that it managed to erase, destroy life on Earth. We know that we live in a violent universe. We know there are supernova explosions all over the place. It turns out that there have been no stars massive enough to explode as a supernova in a way that would damage life on Earth or erase life on Earth.
What the fuck is this goddamn storage thing?
4 billion years. We know that nothing has happened. We know that there have been impacts on the Earth. Right? We know that the famous impact that wipes out the large dinosaurs. There's been no impact big enough to destroy the unbroken chain, break the unbroken chain of life for 4 billion years. So maybe it's the case that whilst there are billions of planets which may have liquid water on the surface, may have oceans that can support life, it may be that none of those
storage at, man?
galaxy have been stable enough for long enough to produce a civilization. So that would be a property of the planet itself, the so-called rare Earth.
This is so annoying,
hypothesis. Actually, I should say it's a property of a solar system. It's not really just a property of the planet. It's a property of the parent star. You could ask the question, well, if it was a binary system, for example, a binary star system, many stars
I think this
are
is the
binary
wrong
star
side,
systems. Is it possible to have a planet with a stable climate, stable enough orbit, in a binary star system?
I feel like it's over there.
To support an unbroken chain of life for 4 billion years? Perhaps not.
Storage
But when we talk
too.
about rare Earth, I think I would like to talk about rare
Pretty sure it's
solar
over
system.
there.
Another possibility with the Fermi paradox is that it's not a paradox, they are here. So there are intelligent civilizations out there and they are present in the solar system. It's possible. Let's think, for example, what such an intelligence might look like. Well, who knows? They could have sent nano machines to our solar system. There could be probes all over the place in the solar system, but if they're the size of an iPhone, then we'd have no way of detecting them. So it could be the technology of a sufficiently advanced alien species, a civilization, is so beyond anything we can comprehend or detect that we haven't seen it, and we've been fooled.
Can you go down the
into
fucking
thinking
thing?
that
What the
there are
fuck?
no advanced
Holy
civilizations in
shit!
the galaxy.
I'm getting heated right now.
And that's certainly entirely possible. Another possibility, another possible resolution to the Fermi paradox, is just that the galaxy is so big. The distances between
What the
stars
fuck
are
is
so
my
great
shit at, man?
that if you imagine there's another civilization, let's say on the other side of our galaxy, even if they had the most powerful radio transmitters you could imagine, or even if they'd spread out to neighboring solar systems, then it may just be that the distances are so great that the signals are diluted, that we can't detect them because they're too weak, or that it's just very difficult in an engineering sense to build interstellar spacecraft. But perhaps you can build a spacecraft that can hop a few light years away to the nearby solar system, 4 light years in our case to Alpha Centauri, but you can't build a spacecraft that can traverse a galaxy. That's a possibility. One of the arguments against that, to me, is the argument, it's called the space travel argument against the existence of extraterrestrial life. And it's often framed in terms of self-replicating machines, so-called von Neumann machines. So imagine it's possible for us, for a civilization, to build a machine, some kind of AI, that's sufficiently smart and capable that it can fly to a nearby solar system, reproduce itself, copy itself, and then send the copy out to the next solar system, and so on. So you have, if you build a one successful replicator, you have an exponentiation of replicators. You have 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then 8, and so on, exponential growth. And you can show that even given our rocketry technology, you can cover a galaxy like the Milky Way in a reasonably short space of time. By reasonably short, I might even mean 100 million years. Right, that's reasonably short on galactic timescales. But the key point is once a single successful replicator has been launched, then it is inevitable that over a few tens of millions of years, the galaxy will be covered with replicators, and we don't see any evidence of them. It's possible that we can infer that if we assume that we could detect them, then the absence of them may allow us to infer that no civilization has ever got to that point. And I think that's quite a persuasive argument. Now, it's possible that there are many civilizations out there, but the advanced civilizations choose to remain hidden. Sometimes called the dark forest hypothesis, the quarantine hypothesis. We've been asked to make moral judgments or judgments on how a civilization will behave, what they will choose to do, and that's, of course, impossible to judge.
I'm done with this.
But let's imagine civilizations, when they get technologically advanced, also get intellectually and morally advanced. And let's say that they choose, perhaps for good reason, let's say they choose to remain hidden because they don't want to draw attention to themselves. Let's say it's inevitable that if you think about it carefully and you think there are other advanced civilizations out there, then you choose to remain silent. You hide yourself as best you can. It's possible that that's the way that a civilization would think. Maybe that's the logical thing to do. I find it difficult to believe, given human history, that that's the way that intelligent civilizations behave. We certainly haven't made any attempt to remain hidden so far. We've broadcast radio signals out to the stars. The Arecibo message, for example, albeit weak ones.
Come on, take out your gun!
On our space probes, like Voyager, maps, pulsar maps in that case.
Where's my gun?
Which shows the location of our solar system.
I don't have a
should
gun
any other
anymore? What the
civilization
fuck?
find it. So at least at the moment, we haven't come to the view, which may be a wise view, but we haven't got there, that we should remain silent. Quite the opposite. We've tried at every opportunity to broadcast our existence. Maybe that's because Carl Sagan argued, I think, that a sufficiently advanced civilization, a civilization that can build interstellar spacecraft and communicate across interstellar distances, perhaps is wise enough to have overcome those primitive instincts, the instinct to cause trouble, to fight wars, to colonize, to walk over other civilizations. Perhaps it's inevitable that with technological advance ultimately comes wisdom. But it's a hypothesis. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just anybody sufficiently clever to build an interstellar spaceship will be also sufficiently clever to hide it and not draw attention to themselves. Maybe it's immoral. Maybe it's like Star Trek. Maybe it's the prime directive. Maybe it's morally certain that if you're sufficiently advanced, you decide to take the position that you will never introduce yourself or interfere with another civilization. Maybe that becomes a kind of law of nature for sufficiently intelligent beings.
Come on, bro.
As well. Another explanation for the Fermi paradox might be that civilizations live and die. They rise and then they fall. And because of the sheer timescales involved and the sheer size of the galaxy, no two civilizations ever overlap. I once had the great pleasure of meeting Frank Drake, the Drake equation, legend, in his house. And he also grows orchids. And I arrived at his house just coincidentally on the day that this rare orchid flowers. And it flowers for, I think, 1 or 2 days and then goes away again for the year, and then flowers again the next year for 1 or 2 days.
This is so
And he used
annoying!
an analogy. He said, well, maybe civilizations are like that. So maybe civilizations are like rare orchids, and so they flower and die, and flower and die. And just because of the sheer timescales involved, none of them ever overlap. And so there could be the wrecking.
This is so annoying. This is so annoying.
The fossils of civilizations out there. But of course, we'd have no way of knowing until we explore the galaxy and maybe find the ruins of these other civilizations. Who knows? I mean, it's quite plausible if you think about it. Are we going to exist in 10,000 years' time? It's, to a large extent, in our hands. Maybe we're sufficiently stupid that we won't exist beyond the next century. There's an idea in this field trying to explain the Fermi paradox called the Great Filter. Now, the Great Filter can lie in our future or our past. So let's think about what it would mean for a great filter to lie in our future. That would mean that civilizations do arise in the Milky Way galaxy and get to somewhere like the position that we're at now. So they develop rocketry, they develop nuclear power, nuclear weapons, for example. They industrialize. But then there's a filter in the future that stops them becoming true spacefaring civilizations. So it stops them becoming multiplanetary species and stops them ultimately traveling between solar systems to begin to colonize a galaxy. So why might that be? Why might there be a filter waiting for us in our not too distant future that's going to stop us going onto Mars and stop us escaping our solar system? What might stop us from becoming an interplanetary species and ultimately traveling out beyond our solar system? I don't think it's technology. As far as I can see, I don't see anything in the laws of nature in principle that would stop us from becoming an interstellar species. It might be 1,000 years in the future, 10,000 years in the future, it might be 100,000 years in the future. Even that, right, 100,000 years, it's a blink of an eye in the lifetime of the universe, in the lifetime of a galaxy. So I don't see any reason in principle why we couldn't become an interplanetary, interstellar species other than potentially our own stupidity. And I think that probably it could be one of the reasons why we don't see any other civilizations around. It could be that our knowledge, our scientific prowess exceeds our wisdom, exceeds our political skill. It could be that once a civilization develops the means to destroy itself in the form, for example, of nuclear weapons or biological weapons, or maybe some kind of a lack of control of AI, who knows? It may be that once a civilization acquires that technical know-how, then it goes ahead and destroys itself essentially inexorably, because it's just too difficult politically to run a civilization that has the power to destroy itself. If you look back through our recent history, there have been several occasions that we know about, that I know about, and you know about, where we came very close to destroying ourselves, or at least setting us back to the Stone Age, basically.
Route me to Seraphim Station, not fucking 500 meters, million meters
for
away.
example,
Like,
where there
the
could have been nuclear launches. There weren't. I'm sure there are many others that we don't know about. There's the
this game is
challenge
pissing
of
me the
climate
fuck off,
change.
man. I'm
We're
done with it.
completely
I'm fucking done with it.
incapable of coming together at the moment as a global civilization to address that challenge.
Come
That
on!
could set our civilization back. Biological weapons, the threat of AI, we seem to be completely incapable of regulating those threats. So it might just be almost a law of nature. Things
Fucking
like
hate it.
us, right? Things that can build an industrial civilization are just inherently too stupid to get out there to the stars. And I wouldn't put that past us. My favourite's the other one, so I'll do the other great first. Like if I was to guess, and this is a guess, right? If I was to guess why we see no evidence of other civilizations out there, the so-called Great Silence is what astronomers call it, is because there aren't any, and there never have been any. That's my guess. The reason I guess that, and I emphasize it's a guess, is biology. So if you look at the history of life on Earth, then we see that life began 3.8 billion years ago, let's say. But then we see for the best part of 3 billion years on this planet that there's nothing more complex than a single cell. 3 billion years. It's only in the last billion years or so, perhaps a little bit less, that multicellular life has existed on this planet. And there could be good biological reasons for that. One that springs to mind is the evolution of what's called the eukaryotic cell, which is the cell with the cell nucleus and all little organelles and chloroplasts in plants and all those things, which form all multicellular living things on the planet. Those cells, which seem to be prerequisite for complex multicellular life, evolved once on this planet, as far as we can tell, pretty widely accepted. It's called the fateful encounter hypothesis. And so it seems that there was a very unusual evolutionary event at some point, maybe a billion and a half, even 2 billion years ago, that laid the foundations for us. If that's typical, if it typically is the case that it takes 4 billion years from cell to civilization, then I think there may be very few planets in a typical galaxy which are stable enough for long enough for that process to proceed. And we could be, for all we know, on the fortunate end of evolutionary timescales. We don't know. Let's imagine that actually we were on the lucky side, and really, on a typical planet, if there is such a thing, then it takes 3 or 4 times as long. That would exceed the current age of the universe. My guess is that whilst I think there might be microbes all over the place, I wouldn't be surprised, I'd be delighted, but I wouldn't be surprised if we found evidence of microbes on Mars, Europa, Enceladus, even in the subsurface oceans of places potentially even as far out as Pluto, right?
What the fuck?
Subsurface lakes, if they exist, liquid water below the surface, who knows? I wouldn't be surprised
Do I
if
not
we
have my
find
fucking
microbes
multi-tool
all over
anymore?
the place. But a galaxy full of complex living things.
Oh
other
my
planets
God,
with
I
not
don't have
only
my
complex
pants on.
life, but sentient life. Things as smart as us, things smart enough to build rockets and head out to the stars. My guess is that a typical galaxy may have less
God
than,
damn
on
it,
average,
bro.
less than one
This
civilization
game
per
is so
galaxy.
fucking
Let's
annoying
put it that way.
sometimes, bro.
And
It's
actually,
so
just to say,
fucking
there's a very
annoying.
famous book I'd
It's
strongly
so fucking
recommend,
annoying,
Barrow
man.
and Tipler.
It's
It's called The Anthropic Cosmological
goddamn
Principle.
annoying.
It's a great book. One of the books I grew up with. In that book, Barrow and Tipler say that in their view, there might be one civilization in the observable universe, which would be us, right? So who knows whether we should go that far. But I think civilizations are very rare. And I think it's the biology So I'm guessing, I'm giving you a guess. I'm saying that in my opinion, I think there's one civilization in the Milky Way galaxy, and there only has ever been one, and there might only ever be one, and that's us. Which, by the way, means that we have a tremendous responsibility not to mess this up. Because as I said I was asked to give a video introduction to the climate summit, the COP26 climate summit in Glasgow recently. Give the world leaders 1 minute. They said, you've got a video, say something to them. And I said, I think, let's assume that we're the only civilization currently in the Milky Way galaxy. Perhaps the only civilization there will ever be. That means the Earth is the only island of meaning in a sea of 400 billion suns. And so if we destroy this, we might destroy meaning in a galaxy forever. Discuss. So that's my guess. However, that's a hypothesis. I will be delighted if it turns out that's not true. And that's not just because it removes some responsibility from me and you and everybody else to preserve intelligence in a galaxy of 400 billion suns, as the weight to responsibility is heavy, but also every scientist should be delighted if they are shown to be wrong. Because the moment you're shown to be